Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about why cherry picking is the way to go when you're doing these food apps. And the reasons why are because, especially with DoorDash and Grubhub, those are the ones that tell you straight up how much you're making, the customer tip, and your base pay. So that helps you figure out if you should take it or not and if it's worth it to you. Some people might take everything, and that's not a good idea only because DoorDash will give you low payments like a $2 order, $3 order, $4 order, and that's not sustainable, not for the long term. Like, you have to be pick and choosy what you accept, and then the miles too. That's the most part because if they give you a $2 order and you're going 3 miles, it's not worth it. Remember, you have to go 3 miles to the customer and the restaurant, then you have to come back the 3 miles or wherever your hotspot is if you have a hotspot. So that's 6 miles in total for $2. That's not enough. And then also, as independent contractors, we're allowed to pick and choose what we want. If we don't like the order, we don't have to take it. We're not employees. You guys got to remember that. We are not employees. We get to choose our own paths. We can reject and we can accept anything we want. It can be a $5 or $20 order. If you want to, you can deny a $20 order. Nothing's going to change. Remember, these apps cannot deactivate you for a low acceptance rate. They can deactivate you if you accept it and then you reject it and say, I don't want to do it anymore. They can do that. That's a different story. But in the beginning, if you just don't take it at all, they can't deactivate you. If you reject 1,000 of them and you only get one order, and if you take that one, it doesn't matter. They're not gonna be like, oh well, he rejected all of these, so we're gonna deactivate him because he's not doing a job. No, you're allowed to do this. You're allowed to pick and choose. So that's what I like to do. For the most part, I like doing at least $1 a mile. But for the most part, especially on weekends, I like to do at least $1.50. So, for example, if it's paying me $9, I'm not gonna go 8 miles on the weekend to go somewhere. That's not enough for me, at least. I will go if it's 5 miles, even 6 miles, and anything below that, I will do it. But on the big orders, let's say if I'm doing 10 miles, but it's a $30 order, I'm definitely taking it. Like, that's $3 a mile. Even if you come back $20, that's still $1.50 a mile. So that's okay. Remember, you gotta take what you think is worth it. I don't know what your per hour is, but mine at least is 18 through 25. On weekends 25 and then weekdays 18. That's what I try to make at least. If not, if it's a little bit lower, that's okay. But for the most part, that's what I shoot for. So, my acceptance rate is not high, guys. It's about, I think, 29% for DoorDash, and then for Grubhub, it's like 20%. Like, I don't take everything. Especially, I'm in the Los Angeles market area, so that helps me too because I can be a little bit more pick and choosy because a market's so big. And also, I know where to go, where, people will tip a little bit more or they'll pay you a little bit more. So that's always good too. You have to know, for cherry picking, you have to know your areas. So for the most part, where the rich people are, that's the best areas to go to because they're more likely than not, they're going to tip you. And they're going to have bigger orders. Even if they don't have bigger orders, they will have expensive things they buy. I remember one time somebody had only 5 items, but I got a $30 tip only because those items, every item was at least $20 each. So his bill total was like a little bit over $100. So that helps. It helps to know your area. It helps to know where you're going, and then yeah, you have to try and learn. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I just got this app and then I'm gonna make $20 an hour. It doesn't work that way. Like, I didn't make that much starting out, but I also had help, and also it's always good to go to like YouTube channels, to other ones, or just anywhere on Facebook too, like pages where they just talk about that, and then it's just always good to do that. But other than that, yes, cherry picking is the way to go. Do not take everything. Taking everything is making you an employee, which you're not. You can pick and choose what you want, and you have to maximize how much you make. Because remember, you have to pay for your car maintenance, your gas. You have to pay for everything. They're not giving you anything. And remember, you have to save up for tax time too. That's another thing. But other than that, thank you guys. And if you like the video, then subscribe. Thank you.